All right, welcome to another man's point of view. I am your host, the Space Luchador. And today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then I'm gonna talk about the Amber Heard's Johnny Depp trial. And I guess I'll start with that first. I don't know if this is true, but I guess the verdict came back and it's pro Johnny Depp, which means, hey, we finally won one. However, this, I think, sets a new precedent, right? Not the president, but a new precedent, right? Which means never before has, well, in some other cases, but not in a big ass case like this. Finally, women are being held accountable. Now, you brought this all on your own, women. You wanted the 50-50. Now, of course, it took forever, but she would have gotten away with it too, right? Had she not done all sorts of heinous shit, right? Literally, on Johnny Depp's side of the bed, if you get my drift. But however, right, in the end, she lost. And she lost because, well, she didn't do it right. She tried to play the game, right? Now, we all know she's an actress. She ain't that good, apparently, because you could tell where she tried to act and where she was actually trying to actually talk, right? She would cry, right? She would cry and then go into, like, answer mode, which is like, I'll give you an example, right? And then all of a sudden they ask a question. Were you there? No, I wasn't, sir. It's like, what? Come on, man. Everybody saw right through it. But nonetheless, the point is, well, sets a new precedent. Women are now going to be held accountable. I would like everybody from top to bottom to be held accountable, because that's the actual problem to all the problems, right? It's the the lack of accountability, right? At the very least, the pointing of the finger, it was you, you fucked up, and now you have to pay. Not necessarily with prison or anything like that, but you have, there is a price to pay for fucking up. Nowadays, however, right, it's like you almost get rewarded for being a dumb fuck. But nonetheless, I don't want to take it there. So that's all I've had to say about the Amber Heard's Johnny Depp trial. Right, it sets a new precedent. I don't really think that all women are gonna be like, held accountable like out of nowhere. But it is, giving a little example, that you might just be held accountable if you take it that damn far, right, to that level. I mean, not only she already had gotten away with it up until she decided to also insult to injury and all that other stuff. But I'm not gonna get to that. Let's talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right. Now, here's a review, right? Straight review of episode 1 and 2. I don't really remember episode 1 all that good, other than it was all right in storytelling situation. However, after looking at the first one, I'm like, all right, it's a little slow, makes sense. It's kind of like, we lost, whatever, right? You pay the price, and I like to see all the other stuff of what everybody else is doing, right? I did not want to see, however, Leia's backstory. Like it's not needed. Not to mention, that's all I really remember of episode 1. That it went, the one line that took me right out. And then, I kind of had to settle down. I'm like, Space Luther, you know what? Just sit down, shut your brain. Even though I just cannot. All right. I tried, however, right? Up until where it was like, Leia's like doing what Leia does, right? As a kid or whatever. She ain't paying attention. She's doing whatever the hell she wants. And all of a sudden, what I perceive to be her stepmother, or it could just be one of the helpers in the kingdom, right? Trying to tell her that at some point, the kingdom will be hers, and that's where I had a problem. All right, I was like, you know what? Why? Like, why? Right? Why? And on top of that, before I could even, get butthurt about that, I was taking it up, and then all of a sudden she says, well, Not only that, but all these people are gonna follow your rules. One day you will be a beacon for. It's like, really, for what? It's a 10-year-old girl, all right. First of all, adopted 10-year-old. I mean, we know she's the daughter of Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker, but and Queen Amidala. But the point, it was like, why? Like that's part of the problem. All right, nowadays it's like you're inheriting power just because. Like she's a 10-year-old girl, and here you are, telling her that she's some sort of big shot and that she's gonna run the world at some point. It makes no sense. Well, that took me out, right? She didn't earn a damn thing, yet she's gonna get. Well, anyways, it doesn't happen. I'm going off, but that's what I remember about episode 1. I didn't like it. Not to mention, she's supposed to be smart, right? And she goes on episode 2 to show us she ain't smart at all, right? She's, as a matter of fact, it's like almost like a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. So now, let's talk about Kenobi. Now, Kenobi comes across as, well, I guess he's old now. Not that old, but he's old enough to make excuses of how he's old and he lost, right? I do like the fact that there's Jedis and stuff like running around, right? I do not like that they kind of suck, right? Then I started to notice the rest of the other guys, even the Inquisitors, right? The guys, they sucked. I mean, they looked cool, but they sucked. They didn't do nothing, right? I was waiting for that one dude, the bald Inquisitor. I was waiting for him to actually show us what he's made out of. Well, I had a bad awakening on the next episode. So, anyways, moving on. All the guys suck, right? Apparently, all the women are just the best, just because. And you know what? I will give her credit where credit is due. That one chick, the bad Inquisitor chick, that chick is pretty good. I mean, it is what it is. She fits the role. Don't know why she's really butthurt at Obi-Wan, but the point is she fit the role. I don't like that she's breaking rank all the damn time. It's like, really that, and that's part, again, subliminal messaging, telling you that it's okay to break the rules as long as you're a woman, apparently. Because if you're a guy, you end up hanged up in the on some sand hut. But moving on again. Now, episode 2, I don't remember if episode 1 and 2 at what point they started killing the Jedi, but at some point there's a Jedi dude, right, that goes to Obi-Wan, and he asks for help from Obi-Wan because he says, you're Obi-Wan, I need your help, whatever. Obi-Wan, a straight up coward, says, too old, right, we lost, give it up. Just your ultimate weapon, that the one weapon in the entire world and universe, right, that's it's up there. The lightsaber is ranked as the #1 sci-fi weapon of all time. You know that weapon? Yeah. Buried in the sand and quit. I'm telling you, it's a subliminal, all right? That's like saying, you know what, to any man, that thing, that thing that makes you what it is, the thing that makes you kind of want to live, the best tool that you got, chop that off and bury it in the sand and quit. Which, nowadays it's damn near that's what they're saying. But anyways, that's kind of remind me of that. And I was like, really, man? And then they go on. He goes on to die. He's the one that gets hanged. And Obi-Wan could care less. Then you got Ben. That other guy, the Luke Skywalker's uncle. That guy hates Ben's guts. And now I get it. Because at first I was like, damn, man. It's like, why you had an agreement, right? The boy was going to get trained at some point. You remember who the hell gave you the boy in the first place? But then I realized why they hate his guts. Because he's a coward. He's a damn coward. He became a coward. He's old. Apparently he lost his powers at some point, right? And by powers I mean the Force. It's like, how do you forget? It's like riding a bike, you would think. But anyways, I guess for women it is, right? It's like riding a bike. That's it. You become expert the next day. But for guys, you just lose your power, and apparently manhood too. So anyways, he goes on to tell everybody, to quit it. I'm not gonna. He doesn't even want to take a challenge, right? At some point, they took Leia, which was the plan of the Inquisitor chick, right? So spoiler alert, If you haven't seen it, well, at this point, it's not really over, so it's not really a spoiler. Just go back and watch it, episode 1 and 2. All right, so then the Inquisitor chick makes a plan so that they can get Obi-Wan, who was standing right next to her in the alleyway. And she, so for all this Force power, you can't feel that he's there, But again, it makes no sense. So there you go. He does that. I can't remember. I just remember he fails at all levels, and by who fails at Obi-Wan at all the levels. So now he needs to go on a mission to save Leia, and I understand his reason. He's like, you know what? I'm in charge of the boy. Leia's Leia. She's actually better off than the boy, which is another subliminal if you think about it, right? She goes on to be a queen, never starving, right? She's just rich, right, beyond belief, just because she's got servants. She's got all that crap, that goes with the kingdom. As for Luke, which is a good decision, because that's what makes Luke, right? He gets the shittiest planet on the universe, Tatooine, the worst place. He goes on to be, starve and work as a farmer, massive sunburn, but nonetheless, that was Obi-Wan's job, right, to protect the boy. Even though he didn't, for a protector, he doesn't even have say in it, in what the hell he's gonna do. But anyways, he was stalking him from behind. I mean, not from behind, from far away. And Obi-Wan, now they're like, all right, you're like second to the best Jedi ever. I think you should take this mission to save Leia, right? Because she's important too, and she kind of is, right? So he's like, nah, I won't do it. I ain't got what it takes. I suck now for some reason. It's only been 10 years, bro. Right? You ever heard of muscle memory? But anyways, I'm going on a rant. So he finally somehow mans up. He goes and finds, and I thought this was a joke. He goes and literally finds his buried lightsaber. So at some point he did bury the damn lightsaber, like 2 of them too, which pissed me off because it was like, really? But anyways, he gets them out of the box, right? Gets the lightsabers. I don't know what the hell he did with the other one. It kind of bothers me, I was like, what did he bury it back? Did he keep it in his cave? Right? Because that's the lightsaber he ultimately gives to Luke, right? This was your father and all that, And I don't know, this is like, it's like amazing. It's like kids wrote this stuff. But anyways, probably did, but that's not here or there. So anyways, he after that he accepts the thing. Oh no, that's episode 1. I'll be dang. That's episode 1. Yeah. So he takes the mission, and then finally episode 2 comes, right, where now he's gonna save Leia, and this is where everything falls apart, right? Leia does what the hell she wants. She becomes kind of stupid, right? Her decision making just completely sucks. She was supposed to be smart in that first episode. Then that second episode, she goes complete stupid. She's like, I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna trust you, even though you're the only one saving me. She's running from him. All the problems, literally, on episode 2 come literally from Leia. 10-year-old Leia, just because, right? Because you don't trust. And then Obi-Wan's incompetent too. Like, he's like, Leia, don't run, Leia. And like, she's taking 2 steps, and Obi-Wan's just watching her, and then he tries to run after her. It's just this complete convoluted joke, right? Then you got the Inquisitor chick. She's doing backflips and using the Force and bringing down antennae, right? She running antennae, doing a star shooting press in the air, only to land. Of course, 10 minutes later, because whoever edited this thing, they edited it with their ass, man. This thing, they were long gone. Obi-Wan and Leia, they were long gone. Inquisitor chick was right behind them, according to what I saw. And then, like, the Obi-Wan and Leia are now safe, or she was fighting about something else. She's fucking something else up. Inquisitor chick, she's backflipping, right, tornadoing. She lands, and of course, 10 minutes later, she finally gets to the alleyway where I guess Obi-Wan and Leia were arguing a couple of scenes back, which is like, really, weren't you behind them, chasing them? Which that was the reason you were doing Force jumping all over the parkour on all the roofs, right? But anyways, that happened. And now at this point, I'm like, okay, I finally get it. I now see what's happened. And sure enough, like, this is not a conspiracy. Like, I finish it, I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure, because I saw Boba Fett. I thought Boba Fett was the shit. It was good, right? The book of Boba Fett. Everybody's shitting on it, but they just don't get the hero's journey, right? In this case, it doesn't work because Obi-Wan already went through the hero's journey. Now it's time for legacy, right? However, right, they did him wrong. Basically, they did him exactly how they did Han Solo, right? Here you go, Han Solo. They did, like they did Luke Skywalker, right? They basically made all three guys, no coincidence there, three guys, into bitches, quitters, right? They don't want to be heroes no more. They throw away their lightsabers, right? They're making the stupidest decisions. Everybody's counting on them, and they quit, right? It's like they're supposed to be the greatest. All three were supposed to be the greatest in the galaxy at what they did, and somehow Disney, they pulled it off again. Now Obi-Wan is being done, right? And now they're saying that it's the switcheroo, right? Now it's not even gonna be Obi-Wan Kenobi story, but Leia's backstory. 10-year-old Leia, that's what it should be called, right? Leia, the episodes you do not need because they don't do a favor, man. I'm starting to. I mean, I like Leia, right, for what she was in the original trilogy, but they're not helping her at all, man. They're making a case for her to be like, damn, in the way. Put it that way. So, anyways, I went with that because I don't really remember much other than that's why I wanted to do the video because of the Obi-Wan switcheroo. And again, if you're gonna blame somebody, everybody's blaming Kathleen Kennedy, and sure enough, she's always there. And that's it. This is the trifecta, as they say, right? That's it. She pulled it off. Star Wars is dead. Hopefully, you never know. We still got a few episodes. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Just maybe. Darth Vader coming out once again just might save it. However, as for Star Wars and the old school legendary stuff, all that shit's dead. It's done. Now merchandise is dead. Right? The only thing that's alive and kicking still, as long as Kathleen Kennedy stays her grubby little hands out of it, the Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian. That's it. You might have something there. However, as for the rest of the stuff, it's done. So there you go. Space Luchador out on this technically, review / Amber Heard's Johnny Depp trial, right? Kind of my take on it. I didn't want to get into it. I mean, you saw the whole everyday, the trials and stuff. I kind of skipped over everything. And I guess today it was in favor of Johnny Depp. So there you go. You wanted accountability, you got it. Now, as for what's gonna happen, who knows? Maybe nothing, But anyways, the point is that's it, right? Sets a new president, and there you go. And again, if you, in case you don't believe me about the subliminals, now you see that in the commercials, in the movies, and everything, the subliminals is clear now, all right? They don't want you to be a man's man, all right? So keep a lookout on that, and give me. Oh yeah, I do want to say thanks to my new subscribers. I will be making more videos, better videos, longer videos. I'm gonna get into the nitty-gritty finally, all right? And now you know what I'm about, and I'm gonna show you more techniques and puzzles and everything that you need to make you, right, the best technique, or give you the best techniques for what you really want, all right? Which in this case is women, all right? If you're a man, that's one of your biggest interests, if not the biggest. However, don't get butthurt for that statement. So there you go. Space Luchador out on this one. I'll see you on the next one.